I'm wondering, why are we just talking about girls? Because boys to face the pressure
Oh my God,
of
you're so right.
same-sex relationship and being approached by people of the same gender. And for boys and men who generally tend to be more driven, let's paint a scenario of a workplace situation.
Yes.
Where you have this young 25, 24-year-old boy who is ready to face the world and conquer. And he has, I'm telling you, looking good guy, he gyms, everything. And then he has this boss who every time the boss calls him, come into my office. And they're doing work, and all of a sudden he says, what do you do after work? And the guy says, okay, why don't you join me for drinks? And the guy says, oh, because my boss really likes me or as in work related, because he's doing his work. And then they go out, and then after a while the guy says, I've been watching you, and I like the way you were, and your son is feeling, or the person's son is feeling a bit uncomfortable. And then he says, so how about coming over to my place? Then the light bulb,
the alarm bells. The alarm bells.
This may be the thing that they have been talking about. What does your son do? Because he doesn't want to upset the guy. He loves his job. He doesn't want to upset the guy. But he also knows that, apart from the fact that I'm not even into this kind of thing, my parents in Nigeria must not hear.
That's right.
My Nigerian mother to hear. It's not possible. How does he do it? What you need to do, the skills you are doing, is not just to say when he says that you quickly start running. You just tell him that, you know what? One of the things you could do is, if you call him by first name, because the first name is not unusual.
You
just say to
those
him,
parts of the world.
Or, sorry, let me even take that back. One of the things you can do to try and build a wedge is to say, sir, I really enjoy working with you. That's sir. Or immediately, you're already trying to put,
so it's like you put up.
So you say, sir, I really enjoy working with you, but this is not, I'm really not into things like this. And he says, what do you mean? Don't you like me? I admire the way you work. The firm you're building is really change the conversation. Change the conversation as respectfully, because again, our young children can be a bit too. What do you mean? No, I'm not going to take that. You don't. There's something called diplomacy.
So don't be confrontational.
Learn the art.
Learn the art.
However, if he refuses to get the hint, where you need to shout, you scream, and if all it's going to cost you is a job, many more jobs will come. Many more jobs. Don't think that, okay, I can wing it. Another trap that people fall into is they tend to feel that, okay, this is a rich person, male or female, rich person who has plenty of money, and money means quite a lot to a lot of people, because it gives them the opportunity to get the lifestyle that they want. Don't fall into that trap, and we should talk to our children about it. They shouldn't think that, okay, I'll just string him or her along, and then I can make some money off the person, and then I will just run. Niger sense sometimes comes to play.
African sense. You're trying to play that.
It doesn't really work like that. So they need to know that there's a time to break, a time to cut, and a time to run. And if they need to call for parents or somebody to intervene, then they need to do that and make sure. So in Nigeria, you have the advantage of the law, because it is illegal. But if you're outside, you're in a country where it is legalized, then you need to apply diplomacy to know how to deal with it, because you do not want a situation where you're accused of being discriminatory or unfortunately, our values are our values, and it is not respected everywhere. But you see, the starting point, is that our children, have we communicated our values to our children? Do they even know what they stand for? Because, there's a popular saying, if you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. So if you haven't even had that conversation, because they may even feel that, okay, what's the big deal? It's whoever I like, I can flow with. And you see, that religious card that we tend to overplay, it really doesn't work all the time. You say the Bible says. I agree. I believe 100% that the Bible says. But does your child believe that the Bible says is enough? And you really can't ram it down their throat. It's a journey. That journey comes from having a relationship with them. That journey comes from talking to them. Listen to their point of view. They come sometimes with arguments that honestly makes logical sense, but it is not the right way to go. And we need to consistently.
Sometimes what seems right may not be right.
Absolutely. We need to consistently
Yes.
keep reinforcing.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the only way to
Yes.
do it.
Yes.
So it is a real struggle in Nigeria,
Yes.
abroad. Usually it comes from people, but not all the time, from people who have power. So when they want to wield that power, it can be a bit difficult.
Yes.
One of the things you can do is even bring it to, don't be doing like this when your child is talking. Just calm down, calm down. I say one of the skills that a 21st century parent must have is the art of absorbing shock.
Sure.
Your child comes and says, "Do you know my boss was toasting me?" Which boss? Is she not a woman? And she's a woman. She's a, calm down. Toasting you. So what did you tell her? When she says, and then you, please, Nigerian mothers, we know ourselves. Don't carry your phone and say, "Let me phone her and blast her." Calm down first. Let's find a way of how the child can deal with it. If she cannot or he cannot deal with it himself or herself, then
so
if you
give the child a chance to be able to deal with those issues themselves.
Absolutely, because you will not be there all the time.
Because we like to take on their roles. We like to just step in and take over.
And then we say that they are not growing up. How can they grow up? Well, assertiveness comes when you give people the opportunity to learn how to make choices and to make choices. And
leave them to deal with their struggles.
They will make mistakes.
Yes.
We all made mistakes. I made mistakes. You made mistakes.
Yes.
They would learn from the mistakes. So we need to learn, not be helicopter parents hovering around them and then lift them up and run away. It doesn't work like that.
And because we said the struggle is real and it's out there, we're not saying once you see your child with the same sex, there must be the alarm bells must. No, that's not what we're saying.
At all,
we're just saying that yes, this thing is real, is out there, but be on the lookout, right? So now, a parent who is confirmed that their child is, their orientation, they've got it warped like that. Got it warped, because of the part of the world where we're from. It's still a taboo, as it were, here. What should such parents do?
Can I be very honest with you?
Yes, please.
The only thing any parent should do in any situation, whether you find your child is his or her sexual orientation is not what you would want, is to love your child unconditionally. Unconditional love does not mean you have necessarily accepted, but the starting point is to love your child unconditionally. Realize that there is an anomaly because it is abnormal. Yes. Even whether you look at it from the biological point of view or from a religious point of view or from our own national point of view, there is an anomaly. Just like you will deal with any anomaly, you begin to deal with it. Ask your child. Talk to your child. Yes, I know the natural thing you want to, but can I be honest with you? Beating does not even come. It doesn't come out beating. Do you understand? It's not by beating.
Yes.
So you need to call that. You first determine that I'm going to love this child unconditionally. Yes. You then want, if you're like me, you want to work back and find out why. How did this happen?
Yes.
How did this happen? What can we do about it? Now let me shake some tables. I remember that there was a time I was talking to somebody, and she was telling me about her cousin, who was very masculine inclined. She was a real tomboy. And at some stage, they did some medical tests and found out that she had more of the male hormones.
Wow.
Yes, in her than the female hormones. I can't explain it.
Maybe this feeling how they say it in those countries, like, a man trapped in a woman's body.
Thank you very much. But you see, my point is that we know in part.
Yes.
Even if that is the situation, it is still an anomaly.
Yes, it is.
So you then want to find out, are there things that can be done medically? I'm not a medical person, but find out. There are times that you may want to go the spiritual route. It's not a bad idea.
Yes.
Prayer has been known to solve many things. But one thing I would like to chip in is, I always like to advocate parents pray more for your child than with your child. Yes,
really?
pray with your child, but when there's a problem, pray more for that child. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
We tend to use the prayer session to be doing lecture. And we'll be doing lecture. And Koinsola, that day that he brought the boy and he was doing something, you are no longer praying now. You are condemning, you are criticizing, you are
judging,
so that is no longer prayer. What you should do is when you feel the temptation, if not when you call the child to pray with you next time, the child is not going to pray. The child will just say, you know what, mom, dad, pray by yourself. I'm not interested. So yes, I'm not saying don't pray with your children. Please pray with them. But when you know that there's a problem, and when you know that there's a likely tendency for you to use it as a short story session, just cut. Because you don't want that child even beginning to resent prayers. Prayer time becomes a time of resentment for that child. You don't want that to happen. But what do? Love your child unconditionally and begin to take steps to deal with the anomaly. But let me also say something. As heavy as it is for many people to accept, by the time a child reaches a particular age, you cannot force that child to change what they do not want to be changed. So it is not a by force, by fire matter. You can go on your knees and pray yourself. You can bring suggestions. Do you want to seek help? Do you want help? What do you do? But you cannot force. You cannot force that child. You cannot. Which is why, it's been said that parenting is from age 0 to about age 18. After that is damage control.
Wow. Really? So what I've learned from you now is that they have lots of struggles. So whatever the struggle is with, whether it's their career choices, whether it's their sexual orientation, whether it's in whatever, just love them unconditionally. Love them unconditionally. Talk to them. But they do have struggles. We need to accept that they do have struggles. We had struggles growing up, so we need to know that they have their own struggles. Oh my God.
Sorry, can I just add one point before we round up? And one of the things we need to understand with children deal with struggles differently. So because now that there's a lot of talk about mental health issues, a child may choose to deal with their own struggles by keeping to themselves for a while. Don't just assume my child has mental health issues. She's learning to cope. Or he's learning to cope with the issues. So they deal with it differently. And we need to learn how to understand how our child and how our children deal with different pressures that they face. Differently.
Okay, Charity is apart from dealing with she has an outfit that deals with that helps parents and young adults deal with issues, struggles, challenges, and she's an author. Oh my God, I'm really excited for her. She's written this book. It's a Niger Parent's Guide to Having the Talk, Sex and More. We know that a lot of parents don't like to talk, but you must have the talk. So this is a booklet that everybody must get, every parent. Even I've gotten my copies. She's going to sign my copies and my daughter's copies and my son, I've bought for us because everybody needs to read it. We always think that sex is only for behind closed doors, but it's gone beyond the doors now, beyond the closed doors. So I'll recommend this book. It's like a handbook, very easy to carry around. And I'm sure once I start, I'm going to breeze through this lesson.
And you keep referring to it.
Yes.
And let me just say that to shock parents, you start having to talk about sex from age 2.
2.
Yes, when the child is 2.
2K.
Yes. When the child is 2, you start having that talk. But you know what the problem is? The problem is what we think that talk is.
Okay.
You don't just wake up one day and say, when a man meets a woman, that's not sex talk.
Okay, so there's an appropriate talk for every stage in life.
So when you get the book, there are age-appropriate conversations you can have, whether your child is 2 or 22.
Thank you so very much, Charity. I have really had fun. Please sign my copy. I must get an autographed copy of your book.
Definitely.
It's been such fun and a pleasure talking with Charity. And I'm leaving here very enriched, and I'm sure you are as well. The objective at the end of the day is for us all to become overcomers and winners. Help your young child to become an overcomer and a winner. Let's win together. I'm Abosede Show. And thank you, Charity.
Thank you
I hope
so
that
much.
when we call you, you'll come again.
Absolutely, anytime. Put my number on speed dial.
Thank you, Charity.
All right, thank you. Great.
Bless you.